Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. And today we're looking at the Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman situation. Let me just check my levels. The Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman situation. Let me just check my levels. The Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman situation. Okay, everything sounds present and correct. Correct a mundo. Okay, it's just a quick one. Well, it's going to be about 15 minutes or so. So we're just looking at this single topic, Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman. We're looking at the drug testing situation. So, without much further ado, let's get straight into it. Where are we? Let me bring up the page and let me share it. Let me share it. It's going to share. Screen share. Okay, so we can all see. Right. This article comes from, where is this? Bad Left Hook. It's a bit puzzling. In a puzzling move, the voluntary anti-doping agency VADA won't be handling drug testing for Manny Pacquiao's July 20th bout with Keith Thurman. Instead, the Nevada Athletic State Commission, NSAC, will take charge. Hold on. I think I've got somebody trying to join me. Uno momento. Where are we? Nope. Okay. Here he is. Okay, we are live, and joining us is
the internet wasn't that it was no working that much bad, so
no problem.
That's why it took a while, but
no problem. Joining us is live is a Boxing Block Center. Welcome to you.
Yeah, thanks for me, bro. I appreciate it. Obrigado.
Excellente. So we've just started, and let me get into the proper screen. So, we're talking today about the fact that it's been released that VADA will not be handling the drug testing for Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman. Instead, the Nevada State Athletic Commission will be taking charge. So let me go into another article here. Still sharing. Yeah, we're still sharing. Okay, so the upcoming title fight between unbeaten Keith Thurman and legendary Manny Pacquiao will not be drug tested. Let me get into the pertinent points. Right, so we know it's going to be July 20th at the MGM Grand Garden, Las Vegas, same place where Fury just took on.
July 20th. That means F.A. Jagba will be fighting on that card then.
F.A. Jagba will indeed be on the card. I think you're right there. But I just want to get into some pertinent points that I noticed before. It says the article says Pacquiao has proven clean previously, having been regularly tested through random testing dating back to November 23 or 2013. during his win over Brandon Reyes. VADA testing was in place for that bout in Macau, China, which ironically popped Reyes for the banned substance dimethylene, something like that, DMAA. Don't get that mixed up with DNA. That's a different substance. That's a party thing. So, the question is, VADA has been utilized for every major event in recent years. What did they say? And at some point in the article it says, VADA issued a statement saying they will not be involved in the testing for this fight. It's a very, very curious situation. I heard Thurman in an interview said no. He's been told that Pacquiao doesn't want testing for this. It's a strange situation. You want to come in there, Boxing Block Center? Oh, I'm on my own. He's gone. What happened? The internet cut out. So, people, it is a very strange situation. Very, very strange situation. Scott just said very curious. Very, very curious. What could it be? What is the meaning of this? Why? Why has Pacquiao, it seems, insisted that he will not be fighting under VADA testing? What's the meaning of this? What's the logic behind this? Okay, I'm going over into the chat. What say you guys? What say you? What is the reason why Pacquiao says or insists that there will be no VADA testing for this fight?
Yeah, bro. Sorry, I'm back again.
Okay.
The network is just crazy, but I hope you can.
No problem.
You can feel it, bro.
I see you. I hear you. So, with your opinion, Boxing Block Center, what is your opinion on this very, very curious situation? Thurman was informed that there will be no testing. He said, okay. Apparently, it came from the Pacquiao side. Well, there will be testing, but it's going to be done by Nevada State Athletic Commission, which is far less rigorous than VADA. What say you, Mr. Boxing Block Center?
Well, bonjour, like I would say, or bonsoir, wherever you may be. I have to say that this is very suspicious. People have been accusing. If you're a guy who has followed Manny Pacquiao's career, you know that this guy, having to move up in weight, is a world champion of different weight divisions, like in eight weight divisions.
Eight different divisions. Eight.
Okay, 8.
Crazy.
So, and he has never been tested before. Like, tested by VADA.
No, he's been tested by VADA, apparently. They're saying he's been tested by VADA for most of his fights.
Okay, what's wrong this time around? So if he's been tested by VADA, then I don't think he's been tested by VADA. Back in the days, I don't think VADA was that strong as they are right now, because the technology wasn't evolved already.
Let me interrupt you for a second. Don't forget what you're going to say. Let me interrupt you. But I remember, to back up your points, to support your point, I remember there was an incident in the UFC. My mind's gone blank. I can't remember which fighters were involved. Oh, I think it was George St. Pierre. George St. Pierre was fighting someone. And I remember him insisting on USADA, not VADA. That's right. He was fighting. Yeah, one guy was insisting on VADA, and George St. Pierre, back in his day when he was dominant, insisted that he wanted USADA. He reckoned that USADA was deeper, better, deeper, more invasive testing than VADA. Now, to back up your point even more, somewhere in this article, shame I couldn't use some kind of marker pen, somewhere in this article, bro, here it is. The Las Vegas headquartered agency also provided its services for Pacquiao's most recent ring appearance in a 12-round win over Adrian Broner this past January, also at the MGM Grand. The subject came to surface, however, when Adrian Broner, alleged that he had yet to be tested by late December, less than a month out from the January 19 Showtime PPV. So that supports your argument, and it kind of supports George St. Pierre's argument that USADA, not VADA, but USADA has deeper, more invasive testing. Over to you, Boxing Black Center. Okay, Boxing Black Center. Maybe he's having trouble with his internet. Come in when you can. So, as I will reiterate, Adrian Broner cast a shadow over VADA testing when in the preceding December of their January 19 Showtime event, he said that he had not yet been tested. So the question is not only why Pacquiao has declined to use VADA, which is superior to the Nevada State Athletic Commission testing, but why he's declined their services, A, and B, how good and how deep are the services of VADA when less than a month out, Adrian Broner had not been tested yet for their fight. It's a very, very deep and interesting question. Why not? How good is VADA testing? We know it's superior to the NSAC testing, but how good is it anyway? Let me go into the chat, see what people are saying.
I'm right here, bro. I'm right as well, and like I always said, there's something very suspicious, you know what I mean? So it's just crazy how things change. But it's good that we have VADA at least. At least the VADA now is going to actually expose some people, but some people are not ready to take the risk. And I cannot imagine Pacquiao-Thurman not demanding for a VADA testing for this bout. I mean, imagine if Joshua does the same thing. If Joshua say, well, you fight me, but no VADA testing, no strict test for the bout.
Why does Pacquiao get a pass? You're right, because if Joshua said that, it would be hell to pay. It would be hell on earth if Joshua said that. How the hell does Pacquiao get a pass?
This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying that boxing is nothing but a real damaged sport right now, man. And I'm listen, as a boxing fan, as a not boxing fan, I'm very ashamed. I feel ashamed when I hear such stuff, man, because it's just I want to talk about this, but I just felt like no need to talk about it because no matter what we say, nothing is gonna change,
Okay, as I told all the assembled people, this is a video, so we're recording a video. Glad to have you in the building. But let me just go through a few of the comments. She's biz, big up. Scott, 2070, excellente from Thailand. Toby Bartlett in the building. Yes. Georgie Porgy, big up to you, my friend. Big up to you. Scott 70 says, very, very curious. Earn with Hearn in the building. Yes, big up my Don. Ped in here. Scott 70, WBA fair boxing program is one run with VADA, yet no VADA. Well, this is a WBC, isn't it? This is a WBC belt, is it not? Is this for the WBC?
I think it is WBO title and the WBA, not WBC, I guess. Keith Thomas dropped the WBC belt.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's WBA. You're right. But they do have a clean, yeah, Scott's totally right. It's a WBA clean boxing program. Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, exactly. It's a good question Scott raises. WBA fair boxing program is run with VADA, yet no VADA. It's mad. It's mad. Utterly mad. Oh dear. So, who else? What else? What else have we got? Loma King in the building. Pacquiao insisted, says Scott. Pacquiao insisted on no drug testing for his WBO title fight with Jeremy Horn in Australia. That is true. And got his wish. What explanation could there, what possible feasible explanation could there be for a guy turning down VADA testing? What possible explanation could there be for a boxer turning down VADA testing?
I don't really know, bro. Like, it has to be, if you ask me, I would say something is actually fishy, you know what I mean? So if you ask me, I would say the possible reason a boxer would turn on a VADA testing, not because of money, because Pacquiao has the money to pay for it, by the way.
Yeah.
Both of them have the money to pay for it, because both of them are looking to get some juice in their system, okay? Let's not play around the bush, bro. Let's keep it real. Some juice in their system. That's it. Pacquiao has not been caught yet, okay? But in my opinion, he's definitely be on something since day one. That's for sure. He cannot become a eight-time champion in 8 division. You know what I mean? 8 divisions without being tested properly. I mean properly, because VADA, they test you properly, and those guys don't want that. They don't want to smoke. You know what I mean? Imagine if Pacquiao gets caught right now. Don't you think people are going to chastise him? You know, people are going to all what he's worked for, You know, Pacquiao is a legend. So all what he's worked for throughout his whole life, if he gets tested for a steroid, is going to go in vain. You know what I mean? Because they will say, well, this guy was on PDs, that's why he won on the bouts that he won. That's just how it is, man. Just crazy. It's crazy. You know, it's sad. I feel like, listen, Joshua is the only athlete that has been able and that was willing to actually fulfill his obligation. The other guys, they are not trying to fulfill it. Other than Water, you would say Water as well. But Water, we don't really know what's going on with Water, because there's too much protection there. But all these guys are gonna get caught. In America, they tend to juice a lot. Americans, they tend to. I have to say that. Just look at the love Jeremy Miller is getting. Just look at the love Jeremy Miller is getting. Still getting from American media.
Let's not touch on that. Let's not touch on that.
That's crazy. It's like America. They give them too much privilege to Jews. And man, if the Jews then juice up, then they don't get no punishment. You know what? Let me tell you. Let me ask you a question. What punishment had Jeremy Miller got? Just tell me one.
Well, he had his license withheld, but is that I don't know if
is that a punishment?
I don't know if that's an appropriate punishment. That's just from one state, mind you. That's just from New York. It's like a slap on the wrist. It's a immediate slap on the wrist. 6 months. Well, I mean, it's crazy.
We need a general governing body in boxing. Without doubt, if we don't have that, there's not going to be any progress. Okay, even if Pacquiao gets caught right now, Next is supposed to be back. That's just for sure. Look at Canelo. I'm tired of all these guys, trying to take advantage, or of things, especially when they know that boxing is a brutal sport, and everybody that go to the ring, risk getting killed. That's for sure, because one punch can end it all. You know,
One punch can end it all.
don't you think there should be a general governing body in boxing?
Of course, there should be a overseeing body. There
Or
should be an
when,
overseeing
when,
body.
when would that be? Who will do it?
Will it ever be? Will it ever be? I have my doubts because a lot of these companies, organizations, they're operating like rogue states. They're
It's just crazy,
operating.
bro.
They're operating like rogue states. They're operating like rogue states. So I don't know if we'll ever see an overseeing body. But clearly, boxing needs an overseeing body when a fighter can overturn the rules in place for testing. It is utterly crazy. Utterly crazy. How can you overrule? They have a rule in place. The WBA have a rule in place that for all title fights, VADA testing will be in place. But yeah, a fighter says no, and they say, okay. Well, if you don't want it, we don't have to have it. That is ridiculous.
We are not calling Manny Pacquiao a drug cheat because he hasn't been caught yet. But
He hasn't been caught yet, so you can't call him a cheat until he's been caught. But he has declined. It appears he has declined drug testing. VADA drug testing, not and NSAC, Nevada State Athletic Commission, will be conducting some type of drug testing allegedly.
That's not effective, bro.
No, it's not effective at all. Allegedly, they will be doing it allegedly, but obviously, clearly, it's not to the standard of VADA. So the question is, why is a fighter declining the opportunity or declining the rules, bending the rules, breaking the rules, and saying, nah, I don't want no drug testing for this. I don't want VADA drug testing for this.
Pacquiao is a really Christian guy, tends to preach about God, and others to talk about being Christian and stuff like that. So imagine if he gets caught. All those preaching he's been doing so far, will go to waste. So I don't know, bro. I just feel like boxing sometimes is a joke. It's a sport that I hate. It's a sport that I like. It's a sport I love. Sometimes I love it. Sometimes I hate it. Sometimes I despise it. Sometimes, it's just crazy, bro. Just crazy. Because imagine some people listen. I think that Britain, okay, UK, there should be a general governing body in the if there's a general governing body, if there will be one, it has to be in the UK.
If you can take an energy drink over here, you get
in America, it's gonna look. I know VADA is also in America. I know that VADA is also very good. But I feel like Americans don't tend to take things very serious.
Certainly
not that much.
Certainly not drug testing. It seems very shady over there.
At least in the UK, if you get caught doping, you serve your term. Okay, Tyson Fury did as well. Tyson Fury got caught.
Yep.
Okay, with steroids. He caught using steroids. He got caught using steroids. People forget that. Dylan White as well. Okay, and they serve their term. But how can Big Baby Miller dope not once? Okay, not once. You say, okay, the guy doped once, and then let's forget about it. This guy doped 3 times. 3 times, or 4 times in a row. Is it 4 or 3? 3 times in a row. First for GW1516, second one EPO, second one AGH. Like crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah, it's mad. It's utterly bizarre. Scott says the man flat out refused drug testing for the Horn fight in Australia. Flat out refused. So this is talking about Pacquiao. This is crazy. How can it be accepted in boxing that a governing body has its rules in place, but yet a fighter can say, based on status, could say, no, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like VADA testing this for this fight. It is totally crazy. To me, it's unacceptable. I would like to hear from the man himself why he doesn't want drug testing for this fight. I cannot think of any legitimate explanations. It's just flat out crazy. Flat out crazy. If anybody can think of any explanation why VADA testing would be inappropriate for this fight, I would love to know. So, it's Raphael Dawkins.
People don't have people don't have any. I mean, Pacquiao fans that if you tell them that they're gonna support him, so like they will say, "Nah, Pacquiao is clean. Nah, Pacquiao is there. Nah." I think what they should do, for example, the commission. Okay, for example, the New York State Athletic Commission should try and work with VADA. Meaning, if you want to be licensed by New York or Las Vegas or whatever, or California, whatever you want to be licensed. If you want to be licensed as a boxer, you've got to sign to VADA as well. That can actually stop, things, stop all these guys having to juice up, because at least they would know, listen, if I mess up this opportunity, then I might not get licensed again. And also, I heard that in America, if your license is revoked, okay, in New York, you can go to California and get licensed. Like, it's crazy. I mean, it should be general. For example, if you get caught in New York, then that also applies in California. That should be like that.
Toby Bartlett says Maria Sharapova got a 2-year ban in tennis, and Miller got 6 months in boxing.
He didn't get 6 months. So no, it was just the WBA ban. That's not ban. It's just suspension, bro. That's not a ban.
Suspension.
Not a ban. Not a ban.
It was a suspension more than a ban. More of a suspension than a ban. But yet, in boxing, they're trying to hit each other in the head. The name of the game is to concuss your opponent. Therefore, drugs in the sports, PEDs in the sports, should be more stringently tested. It is more important in a contact sport, that drugs be more stringently tested. So this is crazy. It is utterly outrageous. It is utterly nonsense. And cannot be accepted. We need to get further into this, but this is the video response. This is my video response along with Boxing Block Center. If you have not checked them out yet, please kindly do so. This is Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. Thanks for people joining us, and we are out. Go check out.
Stay blessed, bro.
Go check out the video.